What's up, guys? This is kind of like a part two of like the perfect workouts and everything like that. The part one I've already made. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Because I then did a meal prepping video. It was chaotic as hell. But the part one was the perfect way to train back, chest, and tris, or like the fundamentals of how to build it, of how to do all workouts like that. This time we're doing. I don't know why I had my foot on there. We're doing the perfect kind of like basis of shoulders and biceps because you can do things different and it'll still be like a perfect workout and whatever. I don't even know what perfect workout means. Like it does enough for you to be able to grow and it maximizes your potential. That's kind of what we're going to go into. So I'm not going to talk too much now. Let's go straight into the video first. Let's do it. Okay, so for every single workout I do for upper body, whether it's back, chest, shoulders, arms, whatever it may be, I always start with these exercises for rotator cuff. I don't actually know what they do. I'm not in like the science-based industry or whatever, but my physiotherapist has given them to me because I have a minor rotator cuff injury. So he's told me to do 10 sets each side, 3 sets of these. I also do another little variation of this, which I do in a minute. This is another angle. As you know from these videos now, I try and get multiple angles in just so you can see like the proper form and everything. The way to do these, pinch your shoulder blades back when you go on the bench, and your arms, as you can see, go from like parallel to the wall to parallel to the ground. And you're working that 45-degree movement. Don't go crazy fast. I don't know why I'm doing that to the camera, but don't go crazy fast. Like control it, but you also don't need to take the mic and do it like really, really slow. So, yeah, this is the other variation that I do. So I do 3 sets of 10 lying down, 3 sets of 10 stood up. I don't take rests in between these at all. It depends obviously like how much the weight's affecting me in the day, but I don't usually take rests. I just kind of do one side, the other side, one side, other side, like whatever I'm saying. You know what I mean? Right, when you do this one, try not to let the weight pull you. I've not actually got any weight on at all. When I'm lying down, I either use 2 kilogram or 2.5 kilogram, but on this one, I have no weight on the cable at all. But as you can see, I don't try to let the weight take me. I kind of stand up and pull the weight myself. There's still a bit of movement because of the speed I'm going at, but I'm not swinging the weight or myself. So yeah. Okay, so on shoulders day, I never actually do any variation, any form, alternative, whatever of shoulder press. I always do incline chest press. I would want to shoulder press, however, because of my like rotator cuff injury and the pain that I get in my shoulder, I can't actually bench without pain. As if you've been watching the channels, most of you know that I am going to physio for it, so hopefully get sorted soon. But for now, I'm staying with this. I do get some front delta activation anyway, and it helps me grow my chest. So, what you just saw then was the first set, my warm up set, just using the 20s, just to warm my chest up. 20s, yes, is light for me, so, but obviously I need to start somewhere to be able to actually warm up. You can't go too heavy too quick. Next set, which is this one, I do the 26s, which is a good number for a warm up. The heaviest this gym actually goes up to is 30, so I don't just want to jump straight up. I want to actually make sure I warm up for a little bit. As you can see, I'm going for full depth. I'm all the way up. I'm taller than most people. I've got longer limbs than most people. I see people who are taller doing half reps. I still think just use full range of motion. Full range of motion, don't cheat it. Maximize every single inch of that range of motion to be able to make the most of every single rep. Even though when I do like 6 reps, it's more like doing 8 to 10. But I would still rather actually utilize the reps and stuff. So this is my first set of using the 30s. As I say, just all the way down stretching, pushing all the way up. I'm not going to show you every single video, every single set, whatever, if I don't have to. This is just so you know the foundations of what to do. If you want to do a shoulder press on shoulders day, go for it. This is purely mine because I've got a rotator cuff injury, me just showing you what I do for mine. I also, even on chest, I don't really do a lot of bench, like flat bench. I focus a lot on incline bench, but that was I've already made that video for shoulders day anyway. So yeah, I don't do in shoulders day. I don't do any front delt activation. My front delt gets enough work from doing this and my shoulder days anyway. So everything from here will be my lateral head and rear delt, and my side delt and rear delt. Yeah, as you can see here, this is becoming is a good number for me. This is actually that was actually the final set of this. I haven't put all the videos in because I didn't need to, but that was actually the final set of it just to get a good kind of work for my chest and front delt. Okay, as this is still shoulders, I don't want to get too much chest involved. I don't want to do loads for chest. I just want to get a nice upper chest movement, upper chest work, and a lot of front delt for my shoulders. For the first set of lateral raises, I use fives. The straighter your arms are, the kind of harder it is, which means you're going to have to also go lighter. So when I struggle, I also bend my arms a little bit. First set, just with the fives, just for a little warm up. Usually do about 6 to 8 reps, whatever my body feels like is enough for this. Okay, so after then a few minutes, I'm not going to record the rest because why would I do that? I can just tell you. Rest, I say, for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then going to go straight again into some more lateral raises. 10 kilograms. Don't just go swinging the weights up. Control the weights. Don't start jumping and hopping and flying or whatever the hell you do. Control the weights. Get a good number. You can feel it for your body. If one, like, try and aim for about, I'd say maybe 8 to 10, but don't do too much. Don't do too less because you still want to get that burn and good work. So, yeah. Okay, here you're about to see a Greek god undressing, revealing the god of aesthetics body. Oof, look at that. Look at that. Look at the shirt fix and everything. Oof. Model. Look at that. Oof. Anyway, right. So the third set of lateral raises that I do, I go up a weight. I go up. This varies on the day. Sometimes I do 12, sometimes I do 12 and a half. So it depends. I think the guys next to me are using the 12, so that's why I'm using the 12 and a half. These dumbbells are actually the same. I'm keeping my arms the same. It's purely the camera angle. It looks weird. I think I've got it on like the reverse or something there. Not sure. But always the same. Again, control the weight. Here you can see I stop and swing because I physically standing still could not lift that weight anymore. I want to make sure I maximize everything from the muscle. So here you can see I can't lift it past there anymore. So I'm like, right, put the weight down, let's drop it. Okay, so this is the last set that I do for dumbbell lateral raises. And so I drop the weight from 12 and a half to 8 in this. I drop it to 8 because I don't want it to be too light, but then I also want to make sure I get enough reps. So I could drop it to 10, but I've just done 12 and a half, and well, was going to failure for that. So I want to be able to drop it good enough so that I'm going to get some good reps, which is exactly what I'm doing. But as you can tell from my face, I'm already feeling the burn. I'm already feeling it. I still keep it controlled up to like here is the point where I'm getting partials. I'm not getting complete full. I'm still trying to go for it. I'm still keeping as much as I can, but there's reps that are dropping. There's reps that are dropping. So here, like I'm just dropping. I'm not going to get any more work than this. That is sufficient enough. Still trying to get a little bit of a swing, but I don't want to lose control of it. So there, I'm like, right, done. Let's do it. Are you ready for the sexiest guy? Oh, look at him! Look at him! Oof! I'm getting ready. Right, I'm doing cable lateral raises. Weight's not too high that I'll lose control, but it's high enough that it actually works the muscle. So you can see muscles all working. Here, I don't mind, to be fair, that my wrists are above my elbows. I don't mind that because the dynamics and the mechanisms and everything with how the cables work are different to dumbbells, so you'll get it completely differently. So here, I can solely feel it in just my side delts. That's the only thing I can feel it in. Okay, when I do cables, I never do a lot anyway. So that's the first that I've just done. Heavyweight for what I can do. Make sure there is nothing left in my shoulders with weight. I don't want to do 5 kilogram for like 20 reps and then be able to pick up the 15s and be able to do them easy. Don't want that. So burn out all the heavy I've got in my shoulders anyway. This one, you can see my arms are still like out straight or straighter. I don't want to keep it too close to my body, but I have already worked my side delt, so I don't want. Well, I'm already fatigued. This I think I'm only lifting. I think it's either 9 or 11. I can't remember which one it is. But I'd make sure, again, you can just see there's nothing left. Even if I was to get partial out, I can't get it all the way up with this. So I literally just get everything that I can out of my shoulders. And then when I can't start failing, when I can't lift it anymore, I then, if I need to rock, jump a little bit just to get the weights up, I can. I'll do that. I then drop the weight to, I can't remember whether I either do 3 weights. What was it? 7 on. Yeah, so there's no weight on this at the minute. There's absolutely no weight on. This is just 3 cables. But you can see just from that, even at the lightweight that it is, usually I'd be able to do like double, if not triple numbers here. And here I'm already struggling. Completely burn out that side delt. Make sure there's nothing left in it. Destroy the muscle, rip it, tear it, make sure it grows. So you can see here, even such lightweight, I am heavily struggling with. And so yeah, like I'm trying to just bounce a little bit, like get a little bit up, nothing left in me. So there I know I've successfully targeted my side delt. Okay, so the reason I record this video is just so you can see the different ways that muscles work. So here, you can see there, just by holding your arms at different levels and different angles, muscles work differently. So there, like my rear delt's working, whereas you saw if I squeeze my arms together, there, like my rear delt, like literally like disappears. My rear delt does not exist. It will go. But then as soon as I move my arm back a bit, it comes out. Okay, so this is one of my favourite things to do. I used to do for rear delt a lot of, this is just me trying to get the angle and stuff. I used to do a lot of reverse like machine fly. You probably see it in other videos, but it was hard for me to actually feel the muscle doing that. Whereas here, as you can tell, I turn my arms. So here, the horizontal, and I turn them to be vertical. This is, you might not be able to tell in the video, but an insane muscle mind connection workout for me. I think it's £5 on. Because I keep thinking this, I think this cable's in pounds. £5 on, and I do anywhere from, depending on what weight it is, 15 to 30 reps doing this. I usually aim for an average of 20 throughout all of them, throughout all of the sets that I do. Sets vary from 3 to 4, depending on how much they feel worked and how much I've still got left in. So now you can tell my arms are shaking. It's working. Even just on the first set, no weights on, but because I'm doing so much and slow and controlled, it's burning now. Okay, so after 2 or 3 minutes rest, I then go straight into the next set of it. Again, no weights, it's the exact same thing, going for about 20 reps. I actually don't know how many I'm going to get, so you can count because I can't while talking because it'll throw me off. But here again, it's the exact same thing. Arms go from horizontal to vertical. I used to do it all horizontal until as soon as I started turning my arms into a vertical movement, it like changed the exercise for me completely. This is Dean picking up the picking up the picking up the camera, right? But yeah, um this is the no. I'm not even going to try and guess what rep this is, but you can tell it's working. My arms are beginning to shake. It's beginning to be hard to pull movements. Again, there's no weight on this. Like the pain is out of the thing, but doing so many reps controlled, slow and controlled. See here, I will do everything I can to get that weight up. I won't swing. I might break form a little bit, but I won't swing doing this. Yeah, that one works. Okay, so this is the last set that I do for this exercise. The weight is exactly the same. I put no weight on it. The reps shouldn't be too high because the weight is exactly the same thing. And as you can tell from the last set, I worked the muscle. I was proper working, I was proper into it. Okay, so start off again just with a full stretch here, all the way. I can't go any further back. This is as far back as my rear delts can literally go with contracting. The exact same thing. Don't start swinging the weight, even if it gets difficult. Try and control it as much as possible. It's on the video. It seems weird that I've got no weights on, but until you've tried it, you won't understand that doing this on the reverse like chest fly machine, I can do 70, 80 kilogram doing this. On here, no weights is sufficient enough. Trust me. Have a go yourself and trust me. If you do it like this, you may want to alter it, like rejig it in your own unique way, depending on your build, your whatever, however your structure is. If you want to lean over a little bit, if you want to stand up, you want to get support, whatever you need to do it that way. But here you can see like it's already burning. I'm struggling to lift it, but I'm not breaking form. I may like lean a little bit or try and pull it a little bit, but that's because to proper go to failure, you need to have a little bit of a boost. And I don't use spotters or anything. I solo train. Don't mind training with people, but not all the time. Not every single workout. No way. Okay, so again, after like 2 or 3 minutes, I then go straight into like seated, bent over, dumbbell flies, whatever the hell they're called. As you've probably noticed, the weight is small. I don't throw my arms about. I do everything completely slow and controlled. And I usually do about 30 reps, about between 30, 20 and 30 reps of this. I want to feel it. I don't just want to throw the weights around. I want to feel it. Sometimes if you're doing like anything like shoulders, potentially like most leg stuff, if you're doing anything like chest, like if you're doing any movements, and I used to have a lot with triceps, where you're doing it and you can't feel it, lower the weight, control it. Like I'm literally using 2.5, but you can tell here, it's burning, it's hurting. It's hurting to use, but I'm controlling it. So yes, from side view, someone looking and thinking like that is a low weight. But until you've done that workout, believe me, this hurts a lot. Okay, so I usually do between 2 or 3 sets of this. This is my third set. However, just because I say you don't need to see them all if you don't need to, this is the last set that I do. So you can see here, I mean, as well for my scoliosis, my back bends, my front delt is very dominant, but that's why I'm trying to do a lot to keep all the focus in the rear delt. Okay, so this is after a few reps, I just skipped it because someone walking past, and I respect, I'm not going to put them in. But this is towards the end of it. As you can tell, it's hurting. It's working. I can feel it in my rear delt. This is coming to like the end of my sets when I'm struggling to get the full range of motion. Get a few partials, just get it so that I'm even just, you can see my rear delt. It's still there. And then here, I know I've got some left. Take a few breaths. Just take a second. Try and get anything else out that you possibly can. Here, see, I go back. I've got a few more reps. I know that I can get some more, but there's not a lot left in there at all. So here, I know here, like there's no point in even doing this. Get the last few out and then stop. I'm done. And here, just see what's actually done, what's actually working. It looks weird. It's alright when you're doing it. Okay, as I mentioned a number of times, I only ever do one exercise for biceps. I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm doing now because I want to, because I've done all the others for a long period of time. This one, I think this was a bit light for me when I first did this, but it's like, I think it's about 25, 30 kilograms, something like that. But I've not done this in a while, so I actually didn't know what to lift. I only usually do about 8 to 10 reps of this just because 10 usually feels like quite a lot. It just feels like there's just no need to do all that for such a small muscle group. So I do 8 reps, few minutes rest, straight on to the next thing. Do you know what as well? Not everything has to be set in stone. I always set 2 or 3 minutes for rest and whatever. I think I was talking about 4 minutes. So here I put the weight up significantly more just because I knew that I'd be a bit stronger because I'd already had more of a rest. I can't remember what I put the weight to here. Like, I couldn't even do it if I remembered. Here, you can see shoulders pin back. I'm not swinging the weight, elbows staying where they are, just squeezing. When you get to the end, your tricep should pop. You're not, like, obviously contracting your tricep, but your arms are straight. Straighten your arms, get that stretch all the way, so when you come up, you're getting that full squeeze. Here, again, because I've upped the weight, I'm struggling at lifting this. Couldn't remember what it was, though, can't lie. Okay, so this is the last set that I do in this workout. So, everything exactly the same. Here, I drop the weight. I've dropped the weight to, I think it was around what I did on the first set, but because I've worked the muscle, it's harder for me to actually lift it. Again, you can see like the tricep will come out a bit. I'm up straight. You don't need your tricep to like completely contract, just a little bit so you can see that your arm is straight. Again, you can see my rear delt, like you see my rear delt moving because my shoulders are pinned back, but it's still difficult whilst the weight is coming up. Get a full like stretch, full squeeze. If you need to bash out a few partials, go for it. But you can see I'm struggling to get it up. If you need to just don't, not everything has to be gospel. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everything has to be like set in stone. If you want to have like a little bit of a rock, a little bit of whatever, just to get some up, as long as you actually control, like here, I'm like breaking form a little bit, a few partial, whatever. But I know it's worked. I know it's working on muscle, which is fine. Okay, yeah, little posing video at the end just to actually see what I've got. Good shoulder cap, veins coming out. Roll my shoulder forward before bringing it back. Arm straight for the tricep, both sides. Rear delt out, tricep out, veins.
Okay,
Full
so
on.
yeah, as you've seen from the voiceover and stuff like that, things can be changed. So, for example, with shoulder pressing, I don't shoulder press. I actually had physio today, so I might start doing stuff and make videos of like a journey of what I'm doing. But you can do what you want to. If you want to shoulder press instead of incline pressing, you can. If you want to cut out like the rotator cuff stuff, you can. Don't recommend it, but you can. But that's kind of the principle of what you need. If you do a push, you don't need to do front delts. Two, like lateral raise, ideally dumbbell first, because you of the range of motion you're working in, you kind of maximize all the strength and then take it all away. Um, Rear delt again, you can do different movements, but like if for example, if like when you do reverse pec deck, that's the word I was looking for, pec deck. If you do reverse pec deck fly, if that you feel that more than cables, go for it. Just keep it the same. Like drop the weight, do 20 or 30, and make sure you feel the burn. And then do dumbbell fly, some variation of it. Could be cable, but keep the weight really, really, really low, and do loads. That's like the principle of it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I have again a list of videos like lined up, but if there's any you want to see, anything like that, either let me know on Instagram or put it in the comments and let me know here. Or you can tell me in person, but whether you see me or not, it's a different story. Um, but yeah, I appreciate all the love and support and everything on the channel. I upload Instagram. I upload on Instagram the most. I upload that every few days, if not every day. Every few days, I also show what I'm editing. I show what posts are going up, when I'm posting, everything like that. Posts are up every Saturday though. YouTube videos are up every Saturday. YouTube Shorts, TikToks. Just made a new channel though, like last week I think. So I've only got a few videos up. So it's not got many followers like at all. But go and give that a follow as well. Right. I'll see you. What is the next one? Oh. Oh yeah, no, I know what the next one is. I'll see you on the next one.